This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Man shot in Corville Gardens. A resident of Corville Gardens was shot by thugs Thursday evening, leaving the community tense. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has confirmed the shooting. Reports are that the man was walking to his car in the community when he was approached by armed thugs who shot him. He was rushed to the hospital. His condition is not known at this time. Sources told the news that the man who reportedly operates in the iron salvage business was shot in reprisal for an incident that happened in Riverton a few days ago when the man filed a police report against a thug who had threatened him. The alleged thug was later accosted by the police and a gun was found in his possession. It is theorized that the man was shot in retaliation for the gun seizure. Santa Cruz lockup under COVID quarantine. Detainees at the Santa Cruz police station lockup are now under quarantine following an assessment by the local health department. A senior police source told the news that no visits are being allowed pending more information from the health authority. There is no confirmed case, but we have to take the precautions until there is an update from the Ministry of Health, the source said. Some of the detainees were tested on Thursday for COVID-19 and the decision made to quarantine the facility. Consequently, court cases involving the detainees have been affected and the visits prohibited. Police continue desperate search for man accused of abducting 2 girls in St. Thomas. The St. Thomas police have vowed that there will be no let-up in their search for Davian Bryan, the man suspected of having abducted 2 girls in Bath, St. Thomas, some 2 weeks ago. We have not yet apprehended him, but our search continues in the areas of Bath. We have extended to other areas, but we are trying to contain the information that we sent out, head of the St. Thomas Police Superintendent Alison Byfield told the news yesterday. She said up to Wednesday a search had been carried out for Bryan, who is already before the court on rape and illegal possession of firearm charges in Portland. It was a day and a night search. It is not just a particular time. It is our main priority for the St. Thomas Division to locate the suspect in the abduction of the 2 females, said Byfield. We are having reports of sightings of him in different sections of the parish, and we have to be analyzing the information that we receive and are acting on it, added Byfield. She noted that the Portland police are also on the lookout for Bryan as he is from that parish. According to Byfield, the police are checking the border of the 2 parishes as well as in his Portland community. The 2 girls, 9-year-old Felicia Prussia, who is a student at Bath Primary and Junior High School, and 13-year-old Winchie Barrett, a student of Morant Bay High School, were found alive after it was alleged they were abducted by Bryan. Prussia was reported missing by her mother on October 14 after she was abducted from her home in Bath while playing with her puppy. She was found sometime after 1 p.m. in Arcadia in the parish on Saturday, October 16. A few hours after she was found, Barrett was reported missing sometime after 4 p.m. on the same day. Barrett was then found on October 18 in heavy foliage outside Springbank, a neighboring community to Bath. There has since been an increasingly louder outcry by the public for the police to capture Bryan. I can understand, especially with the nature of the offense of the abductor, persons are fearful at this time. And as you can hear from the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, the children and their parents from Bath are still fearful. They are traumatized, and rightfully so. We can understand, but we have just not gotten a hand on him, said Byfield. Senior cop explains a posthumous charge. A senior police officer yesterday explained that the constabulary's announcement on Wednesday that the late Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries leader, Kevin Smith, has been charged with murder was really an accounting procedure for transparency in the case. Clearing up cases posthumously refers to a police investigative practice where a suspect who was being pursued in an investigation dies before the police were able to prove the relevant charges against such suspect. The senior cop, who opted not to be named, told the news in an emailed response to the news's query. It's a procedure where the records of such charges are made and cross-referenced with the original records reporting such incident in the police diary or any other such records impacting its origin, he added. The deceased obviously cannot be communicated with, so he or she cannot be charged. Clearing up cases posthumously serves to maintain a true account of the work done and ultimately creates transparency relative to police statistics. This climaxes with the relevant files being sent to the coroner for an inquest. The clearing up of cases posthumously is procedural and is managed and authorized by a senior police officer, he explained further. The police raised eyebrows Wednesday when they said that Smith, who had died in a car crash on Monday on the Linstead bypass in St. Catherine, while being transferred from the Freeport police station in St. James to the CIB headquarters in downtown Kingston, where charges were to be laid against him. Smith was being charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, and illegal possession of firearm in relation to the vicious killings of 39-year-old Tanika Gardner and 38-year-old Michael Scottdale Brown, both of St. James, on October 17 in what was said to be a human sacrifice ritual at the Pathways Church in St. James. EOJ offices to open on Saturdays for distribution of new voter ID card. The Electoral Office of Jamaica says constituency offices will open on Saturdays starting on November 6 to facilitate the distribution of new voter identification cards. According to the EOJ, there has been strong support from electors since it began distributing the new cards on October 11. The agency says over 107,000 new cards have been given out so far. The EOJ says it has noted the high turnout of constituency offices during the last 2 weeks and continues to explore new approaches to enhance the distribution process. We understand the urgency to collect it before the current one expires on December 31 this year, so we thank the public for their patience thus far. We have tried to make the process as convenient as possible by erecting tents and placing chairs where possible and implementing priority lines for the elderly. After careful evaluation over the last few days, we are exploring further interventions to better assist our electors, said Director of Elections Glaspole Brown in a statement yesterday. Under the Saturday arrangement, constituency offices will be open to the public from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. The EOJ will also facilitate the collection of new voter identification cards at satellite locations in communities beginning the week of November 22. The listing of satellite sites and the schedule for distribution will be publicized. Elderly and incapacitated persons are encouraged to take advantage of the provision of at-home delivery. A relative, caregiver, or friend may contact the EOJ constituency office on behalf of the elderly or incapacitated elector to make an application for the new voter identification card to be delivered to the elector at his or her home or dwelling. The EOJ is also reminding electors that the renewal process is free and there is no cost to collect the new voter identification card. Electors who have not yet renewed their cards are urged to visit any EOJ constituency office as soon as possible to complete the renewal. Thieves loot Smith's Pathways Church. In the wake of Pastor Kevin O. Smith's death, thieves have been targeting the Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries Church in Paradise, St. James, much to the chagrin of the members who remain faithful to the organization. The church has not held any official functions since the police stormed the building on Sunday, October 17, and arrested 41 congregants, including Smith, after 2 persons were killed in a bizarre blood ritual. A third was shot dead by the police. According to a hardcore member who emphasized that she expects him to miraculously return and reclaim the church he funded less than a decade ago, thieves have been looting the building. It is like every day we go there, something else is missing, the woman who requested her name not to be published told the news. We can't tell you all that is missing until a proper audit is done, but I can tell you that they have taken the music system, solar batteries, the video system, foodstuff, a freezer, washing machine, and other electrical appliances. The woman warned the thieves that they are treading on dangerous ground and could face serious spiritual consequences. These people don't know who they are dealing with. His Excellency is not an ordinary man. Those who cross him will pay a heavy price for it, a woman said, referencing one of Smith's granted titles. Smith was killed in a motor vehicle crash while he was being transported from Montego Bay to Kingston to be charged with the murder of Tanika Gardner. The police were called in following the latest break-in on Tuesday night. The news understands that the property on which the church is located was leased to Smith when he moved to the church from downtown Montego Bay into the Paradise community. Time come, Golding says Jamaica must remove the Queen as head of state. Opposition leader Mark Golding says Jamaica should follow the Barbadian government in removing the Queen as its head of state. Legislators in Barbados last week elected 72-year-old Governor General Dame Sandra Mason as its first president as the island moves to end its political relationship with Britain. Barbados will adopt a Republican status on November 30, its Independence Day. Mr. Golding noted that both major political parties in Jamaica agreed over a decade ago that the country should establish a non-executive head of state in replacement of the British monarch.
The establishment of a non-executive president as our head of state in replacement of the English monarch was agreed by both major political parties over a decade ago. Surely, Madam Speaker, we can work together to take the required constitutional steps to make this happen in the year coming, which is the nation's 60th anniversary year. Prime Minister, let us move forward with this now. With a common fixity of purpose, time come.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.